So guys, this is Team DP Productions bringing you my anti-meta deck. Just kind of got into the concept of this deck a couple days ago. I thought it was really cool when I first looked at it. I need to pick up a couple more cards for it. I need to get two Caius, the Shadow Monarch, and I think that's about it actually. I pretty much have all the cards I want in here. If you're not familiar with the concept of the deck, it's based around competing against the meta game right now, which is like the popular decks that people would take to regionals and stuff like that. And it's just based around, right now for the most part, removing from play monsters on the field and in the graveyard, because right now the graveyard is a really popular spot for effects to activate and effects to target. So if you can control the graveyard, you can control the game for the most part. And there's also just a lot of stuff negating special summons and adding cards to the hand. But I'll get on with the deck right now. Start off with 2 Chaos Sorcerer. He's part of the backbone of the deck. You summon him by removing from play 1 light and 1 dark monster from your graveyard, and he can remove from play a monster on the field once per turn, which is really awesome. You can get around so many things. And 1 Dark Armed Dragon, because this deck has a lot of dark monsters in here, so if you can drop him on the field, you can pretty much take the game. And then 1 Gores, just in case you get a really bad draw or end up in a bad situation. Plague Spreader and Gale, because they're 2 of the best tuners in the game. And then these 2 Shuras are supposed to be Caius. I just don't have any Caius, and I figured might as well use it to pretend I have 3 Gale. And then 2 Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer. When he does battle damage, you can remove from play 2 monster cards in your opponent's graveyard, part of the graveyard control part of this deck. And 2 Honest, because of all the light monsters in here. It's a free kill on their monster, and it also gets a light monster into the graveyard for Chaos Sorcerer. Then 2 Thunder King. This card disrupts all search power cards, and you can tribute it to negate special summons, which is definitely cool. Then 2 Cyber Dragons. Part of the deck's combat to against gadgets. The other one is Kaiku to remove from play Fortress in the graveyard so they can't special summon them again. And Dimensional Alchemist. I really like this card. Not so much for its first effect, where you remove from play the top card from your deck, though you can get pretty lucky with it if you use it right. But its second effect, because a lot of your monsters get removed from play for Chaos Sorcerer or Dark Armed Dragon, and their bottomlesses and their dimensional prisons, stuff like that. With D-Alchemist, you can add it back to your hand, which lets you reuse your Dark Armed Dragon or your Chaos Sorcerer or Gores or whatever you want. And then 3 DD Warrior Ladies, which is an amazing card to get around any searcher like Sangan or the XX Saber, I think it's Dark Soul, yeah. And just to take out pesky cards like Armor Master or Dad or what have you. So, on to the spells. I got 1 gold just for search power, just to pull out Chaos Sorcerer, Dark Armed, or Gores. 2 MST, Giant Grenade, Cold Wave for hate on the back row, Dark Hole. I have 1 Reinforcement in the army in here right now just to search out DD Warrior Lady, but I think I might change it out because I find I don't really need it that much. 1 Smashing Round just for quick destruction. Okay, 2 Cold Waves, I guess I'm breaking the ban list. Monster Reborn, 2 Book of Moon, and Traps. 1 Trap Dust Shoot, because this card, if you can draw it on your first turn and you flip it as soon as they draw, you get to see their hand, which is an awesome advantage, and you get to discard 1 monster from it. Well, you don't discard it, you put it back in their deck. So if they have a Gores or a Gale or just any monster you just really want to get rid of, you just shove it back in their deck, and it can really mess up their first turn. And 1 7 Tools, Torrential Tribute and Mirror Force, the Mass Destruction cards, 1 Solemn Warning because it comes in handy a lot, 3 D Prisons to remove their monsters from play, and 2 Bottomless, which is pretty much staple in every competitive deck nowadays. I guess I don't really need to do an extra deck video because it's pretty much the same for every deck you're going to see. And I'm making a side deck for this right now. I'll put up a video when I'm done it. Peace out, guys.